collapsed in June.
And 6 p.m.
Lighten your mood.
Stave off that fatigue.
Country music at its best.
It's awesome.
And it revolves around you.
And the numbers are very much available: 0902-223-1011, 017-624-8565. You can listen on the go for you are outside the coverage area on our online radio platform, www.planet101fm.ng will bring you down right to us. Time now to continue with the rest of our conversations and wrap up for today's plenary session. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning.
Yes, parliamentarian, could you please step away from your radio set or turn down the volume?
Yes.
Right.
I'm shifting out.
All right, go ahead.
You see, we should not be shocked. We should not be disappointed with the nature and behavior of that senator from Kogi State. It's their lifestyle. If we look at the, what do you call it, the other senator that is vying for the governorship position, Senator Malay. That is their lifestyle. Peradventure, Malay become the governor of Kogi State. Don't we expect him to pick up the headquarters of Kogi State into the sky? They can do whatever they want to do. If a senator would think that he cannot took the road that he shared with his people that elected him to go for something that will put him ahead, better off than any other person in Kogi State or in Nigeria. He's grieving, actually. He's grieving. So that we should not be surprised and shocked about, it's their lifestyle in Kogi State, particularly. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us, parliamentarians. Heading back to our Facebook page, we see parliamentarian Nonye Idiong, who says, good morning, parliamentarians. Federal government should try and see the need of ordering the NNPCL to sell petrol directly, and of course diesel, to the marketers to enable the price of these products not to go high again. For the presidential election court case that will be delivered today by Supreme Court, my prayers is that the wish of the voters should be done. As for Senate moving to ban CBN governor and their deputies from participating in politics, it is a nice move, but I wish that this ban will also include all government workers in all levels, and congratulations to our very own Sir Tekembao Morin on his appointment, and I wish him well in his new assignment. That's coming from Parliamentarian Nonyedian. Good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Welcome, Parliamentarian.
And good morning, fellow parliamentarians. I have taken note of Edison speaking from Ukbum in Ikono.
Welcome.
I have listened attentively to various discussions made this morning, and our hearts are broken down with sadness over the way this nation is being governed. Then I begin to ask some questions. Is it the system of government that we are operating in this nation that is the cause of the burden of our problems? Is it because of our sins as an individuals or as a nation that is causing the burden of our problem? Is it corruption that is causing the burden of our problem? Can we go back to the drawing board? Is this present presidential system of government in favor of these millions of people in this country? Can we make a change and go back to the parliamentary system of government? Look at the numbers of states appointed by the presidency, even to the state level, and the money is being paid to them. I think the way fund is being expended to various people in various positions are eating the economy of this nation. And then secondly, as I've said yesterday, politics today is becoming a lucrative job. And I can see that private investors are now using their private investment and entrepreneurship to run into politics, abandoning the production part of the work. See, we are having a lot of problems to solve in this nation. Do we go on a referendum? What is happening with us? Is God against us? I know of some nation that doesn't worship God the way we worship here in this country. I read in the news in my phone that Nigeria is the #1 praying nation in the world. Is God not answering our prayers? What is wrong with us? Is China worshiping God more than us? Are they praying more than us? What about other Muslim nations in the world over? They are very rich. Go and see the way they are transforming their nation. I don't know what's wrong today. And today, the prophets in this nation are now political prophets. They cannot prophesy on the way out. They can only prophesy who will win in election tribunal, who will win in the Supreme Court, who will win in the state tribunal. I don't know what's wrong. Is it what we were called for? To be pulpit. We need people like Elijah. We need people like Elisha to come and prophesy and give us a direction on what to do and what to do. And whosoever would fail to do it would have himself to be blamed. I'm sad. Nigeria is getting the worst of it. Now look at the numbers of people to be rolled out from the payroll in the federal system. I think you mentioned that this morning. That are not having name, that are not having BCN. If those people are now removed from the payroll, what would be their fate and their family members? It is a sad note.
Indeed, a sad note. It is for Nigeria a very sad situation. But of course, like the number of persons to be caught up from the IPPIS and of course salaries stopped, we are asking at this point, Nigerians are asking, there is need for us to understand, are these numbers ghost workers? Are they people who could not upgrade their data as far as the online platform is concerned? And if there are people who are actually working, what is the way forward? Did we have enough awareness on the part of the government to ensure people get to register? Did we have seamless means of updating the data of these civil servants? Of course, you're looking at the categories of the age grade of people. You're also looking at how internet savvy they are. You're looking at how much awareness was created and how much seamless the updating process was. I mean, we are all used to delays associated and occasioned by the administrative bottlenecks and the lack of professional conduct within the government offices, which oftentimes would allow people to stay for us. It's just recently that we saw a backlog of international passports that were laying west for years being cleared in just about 2 weeks, which means people would sit down in their seats, refuse to work, and just allow Nigerians suffer. So if those backlog of thousands of passports of Nigerians could be cleared in just 2 weeks, it means those things could actually be gotten within 24 hours, or the information could be shared and over and done with within, the slightest possible of time. But that has not been the issue. Let's hope to see a different narrative happening across Nigeria. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker, and good morning, other parliamentarians. This is David Akebon calling from Ibiona.
Welcome.
It has been a while. God be with you, Mr. Speaker. And this is my say this very morning. I want to speak and advise and pray God to help Nigeria. As the election to court, the Supreme Court is going to deliver judgment on the issues of Atiku and our president. I'm praying that the Supreme Court should not look at what they term technicality only. They should look at on technicality and also on the morality, so that they may save this country from the problem we are facing in this very country. And I want to speak again, Mr. Speaker, that we have to be trying within our possibility to change the narrative of this country to allow the politics in Nigeria to be less attractive, monetarily, so that we may have those who are willing to serve this country to go to serve this country. Because I know of the truth that I remember in this very state, our state here, even a person in the PDP spoke of this very person we have in this very state who would have been the governor of this state, but he was not opportune to be because of lack of much money. This person we call Atiku has been a very good product. Our PDP man spoke of him, but because of lack of having much money, people were overlooking him. God be with you. Goodbye for now.
All right, thanks for joining us. Good morning, parliamentarian. Welcome to the plenary. Hello, parliamentarian. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Welcome, Prince Akman.
Welcome.
Good morning.
You have the floor.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, you talk about passport being held by authority, not signing it to the people that request for. And when you look at that direction also, look at also the certificate of occupancy, the C of O, that would have merely helped the citizen, an individual, to grow or expand his project. Up till now, if we want to go to that direction, you discover that C of O has not been signed appropriately to the people. Then what's the problem there? This C of O can enable an individual to access some loans, so access some facility. Are you getting me?
I'm with you.
Yet, just like I'm telling you now, do you know how many investors that are coming into Akwa Ibom State? And when they talk about a land and the request of C of O, and those land doesn't have C of O up till now, after they might have applied. Are you getting me? So all these indicators are what is throwing us into poverty. And look at government policy. There is no single government policy that promote or engender the growth of an individual, a single individual, to grow by himself. Rather, it's starving the people not to grow. Just look at their policy. Their policy is not helping us in any direction, in any way. So Nigeria is collapsing, and we are just, as an individual, the poor people are trying to guard it not to collapse. So I just pray for Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us. It's a sorry situation we find ourselves, but we have to keep talking and we have to keep holding government accountable and its officials until we get to a point where justice is served in the interest of the generality of Akwa and Nigerians. Heading back to our Facebook page, Parliamentarian Reed D says, good morning. Till today, I always say, it only God knows who and how I became a Nigerian. Resources like kerosene, petrol, and diesel are owned by Nigerians, but the poor are getting poorer and the rich are getting richer. Now, and if you calculate the number of dead in these hardships starting from 2015, you'll see the dumbest decision that fall huge on the masses. I dream how the price of gas is 1,500. So, well, the just shall live, but the incapable are dying before their time. God, what happened to Ghana? Will surely come to Nigeria. Okay, that's coming from Parliamentarian Reed D. What happened to Ghana? I'd like to know what you're referring to, what happened to Ghana. We are a bit of in a puzzle here. I don't understand that phrase, so please do well to update us on exactly what it is you mean. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Welcome.
Attitude of workers at passport office, if not because of the new Minister of Interior, they wouldn't have done the job that they are doing now. That same thing is applicable to road safety in our areas. Mr. Speaker, these people deliberately and wrongly refuse to work. Every morning we will go and see people going there to work for their offices, and they will be there for more than 7 to 8 hours, and at the end they will walk out without taking their passport. I see a situation that is beyond human tolerance. When the network is back, they will say they want to change all this. When they don't say that, they will change this and that to the excuses, and then they will change that and they refuse to work. I don't know what is happening in Nigeria. I don't know what is happening in our Bible. All these ministries go there. They will stay there. At the end of the month, they will collect their salary and they will not work. They are punishing people beyond expectation. So that my follow when you will say something happening in that country, you will say someone has already talked about this too. Let them come who they are not they will endure. Because people are fed up with all these countries. And women are working there under the sun and taking all the time, and the people that sitting down there closing the way they will be doing. I want you to know, and the government of Pakistan to know that road safety in Pakistan have evidently refused to issue licensing to members that register with them. They will not answer you. They don't want to work. It's complaint about what you say. Just ask them to do their job. Because at the end of the month, they will collect salary. If others have to go like that, I don't think Nigeria will even present condition for us to come and see. I want to get you to know. Thank you very much. That's what's happening recently.
Thank you very much, Parliamentarian, for bringing that up. Road safety not doing its job. It's a serious one because we know that road safety officials are always on the road checking papers, in particular it's driver's license. So if you're not issuing driver's license to people who deserve it and then you're arresting them for not having driver's license, it means you're deliberately refusing to do your job so you can, have people being arrested and being charged and then, of course, extorting from the people. We'll definitely look into that. Thanks very much, Parliamentarian, for bringing it up. Good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello, good morning. Speaker, thank you for joining you.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Perhaps what that guy might refer to what happened in Ghana to happen in Nigeria, perhaps what he might have made was that there was a time that Ghana was so corrupt, just as is happening in Nigeria today. The leadership, politicians, typhoon monies, Ghanaian monies, and the people were suffering. Just what is happening. There was a time somebody called General Roaring make a push, and all the old politicians, the old breed, in a swoop, were killed, assassinated. And we don't want that kind of thing to happen. If that is in his country, what happened in Nigeria. Although our people are so corrupt, the common patrimony has been siphoned by politicians, leaders are no longer governed, the citizenry are suffering and lamenting in abject neglect and poverty. Perhaps that is what that guy might have referred to what will happen in Nigeria. What I wish is this. The government, Nigerian institutions, the individuals in Nigeria are powerful, more powerful than institutions in Nigeria. Many people are above institutions like the EFCC, ICPC, INEC, and all those stuff. I don't see a reason why corrupt leaders should not be brought to book. Leaders who have been alleged of siphon Nigerian money, no past president or head of state have been proved or brought to book. No powerful minister or politician have been brought to book. We are fed of proofs and proof. Nothing has come out. Matthew, all those stuff, NNPCL, refinery, those that sabotage subsidy regime, not have been brought to book. So except our politicians are all, our leaders are all accountable, Nigeria will still go this way. So perhaps that might be the push that guy who had called referred to what happened in Ghana will happen in Nigeria. We don't want that to happen. We want a free society. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Parliamentarian. Well, if that is what the parliamentarian row beats indeed mean, unfortunately, that's not what we want in Nigeria. We have to consistently, within the provisions of the constitutions, engage until we get to our destination. A few more comments from our Facebook page. Parliamentarian Kingsley Canham says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. This is Kingsley from Asaba. I don't care if NNPC sells petrol directly to marketers or not, because to me, it makes no difference. Parliamentarian Anye Kanidem says, good morning, parliamentarians. The next thing you will hear about the missing names in federal payroll will be called ghost names. So until now, the federal government is yet to know how many people they are paying as workers. God, please help those people, because I know it's their money that will be used to add and pay 25,000 minimum wage. And here can innocent to them from Parliament. Parliamentarian Charles Parker says, good morning, People's Parliament, Mr. Speaker. For me, I see Supreme Court judgment today as laying ambush to Nigerians. Supreme Court fixed 2nd of November for final judgment after their hearing on 23rd. And this month they turned around to change it to 26th. That is today. Something cry in the night and baby die in the morning shows that the same thing that cry killed the child. It might be because FBI is releasing of Tinubu's record on 29th of this month that called for this sudden change by Supreme Court. Judgment today will tell us if we have Nigeria or another country as people. They said that Supreme Court have final judgment, but me, I believe they're not, but God. That's from Parliamentarian Charles Parker. Parliamentarian Samuel Ewu says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. There are more than 89,100 to that list if further scrutinized. There are many ghost workers and there are many people who are enjoying the salaries of these ghost workers. It cuts across the civil service and the LG committee work. That's the size of our comments on today's plenary session. Of course, I'd like to appreciate you, parliamentarian, for coming through and always learning your voice to issues of critical importance to our collective growth and development as a people. Road safety in Akwa Ibom State, an issue has been raised, a motion has been raised against you. We'll definitely take you up until we get to the root of the matter. And for those of us working in government offices, please, let's be open doing our job so we don't, by our ineptitude and inability to perform our assigned responsibilities, cause untold hardships to each other in the course of our life. It's biting hard on everybody, and it's our duty to look out for each other, regardless of where we find ourselves. Because if you throw a stone into the marketplace, if it doesn't hit you, it's definitely going to hit your brother or sister or a friend or somebody who truly is connected to you, and we don't want that. Francis United is my name, urging us to continue to be law-abiding citizens of Nigeria. Of course, pray for our state, Akwa Ibom, and our leaders, and the federal government, of course, and our leaders. Wishing you a lovely Thursday experience. From me to you is bye-bye. And I'm leaving us with this song coming all the way from Billy Elise, and it's called Glory. Rather, by John Legend, Glory. Stay with us.